So I decided to write a video about why we're using Instacart. And the biggest reason was at the very beginning of the year. So we have three kids, ages 7, 5, and 3. And I went to Aldi with the youngest two before we went and picked my daughter up from school. And so we're standing in the Aldi line and I'm checking out and I see my boys and they go around the corner and they start while I'm paying and I have to be occupied. I'm paying the money. And I was like, boys, what are you doing? What are you getting into? And so I get done paying. I go around the corner and they opened up one of those jars of gum and it was the blue kind. And my youngest holds it up to me and he was like, "It's spicy." And there's like chewed gum in his mouth and he spits them on the floor. And I was like, sir, we'll also be buying this. So about 2 weeks later, I was visiting my family in Illinois and I'm talking to my brother and he was telling me about how he and his wife are both working professionals and they decided to start using Instacart. And I was like, all right, tell me more. I'm really interested in this because of this experience that had just happened. And I was so aggravated that this is not just the only time, but it was like the cherry on the top. And so he starts talking about how he can sit at home and order his Instacart, all his food. And where he lives, it shops at Aldi and Costco. And I was like, oh, nice. That's really awesome. So I got one of the discount codes so I could sign up and try it for free for the 2 weeks. And after the 2 weeks, I was sold. I paid for the whole year membership and it is the best decision of my life. I can sit at the dinner table. The kids are like tearing up the house, going crazy, playing. And I'm going to the kitchen, checking the fridge, typing everything in, click, click, click. It even saves what I've purchased in the past. And where I live, we can shop at 3 different stores. And so I love the fact that I can order what I need. And it really helps with impulse buying too. I know that I mentioned here that my husband, when we first switched roles and he went and spent like $800 a month and I'm like adding everything up. And I'm like, what the heck would we spend our money on? And it was a lot of junk food, things that I never bought. So he went hog wild when all of a sudden he had the ability to go shopping and he had the time to go shopping. And now that I have Instacart, I can go back to where we were before and choose the food and the meal planning. If you do the meal planning and integrate that with the Instacart, it saves you time and money. And I have to say that's super important for a working mom while my husband is going to school. So why do I recommend Instacart to people? 1, it helps with impulse buying. 2, you don't have to hear, I want that. Can you buy that? And also it helps you with the keeping on track with your money. And that is really such a huge part. So I highly recommend Instacart. Love it to death. Tell everybody about it. I'm like, hey, are you using Instacart? Because if you aren't, you really should be. So click on the link, the Instacart logo, and you can sign up for Instacart. And I hope that it changes your life as much as it has changed mine.